Fro, my shit ice cold, Trae Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young.
Shit ice cold, Trae Young.
Fro, my shit ice cold, Trae Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young.
Shit ice cold, Trae Young.
What's good, family? It's your boy Damon in the building, man. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily. Want to do a quick morning show with the gang, man. I got some stuff I want to get off my chest here. First of all, the first thing I would like to say is good morning. The second thing I would like to say is fire Landry Fields. I want him fired. I need him gone. And whoever else has been part of building this roster, we can't fire the owner, but this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And I know what some fans have said. I've heard fans say a lot of things saying we wasn't supposed to win nothing this year. And to me, when I hear stuff like that, we ain't supposed to do nothing. We wasn't gonna compete. When I hear that, when I hear fans say that, you know what that tells me? That tells me that our fan base, that the Atlanta Hawks, one is this organization it drains fans' hopes. It drains fans' excitement. Fans of the Atlanta Hawks now expect to lose. They expect to be average. They expect to be below average. Atlanta Hawk fans, we don't expect to win. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what the excuse is. I don't even care. Because everybody has an excuse on why this team is fucking garbage. It's 50 million excuses, right? And at the end of the day, me myself as a lifetime Atlanta Hawk fan, diehard, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people telling me we're not supposed to win. I'm tired of people telling me we're not supposed to compete. And the funny thing is, fans who say that, they say it like matter of fact. And that's awful. That's an awful thing to hear from fellow fans. Well, Damon, we ain't supposed to do nothing. Well, Damon, we wasn't going to compete anyway. So, I asked fans, when are we supposed to be competing? I know everybody got the we on the Siakam watch, but I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's gonna be more than you got to get more than Siakam. You got to get more than Siakam, man. Um, Hold on, let me put this link in just in case. I ain't gonna be up here long, but just in case anybody need to tap in. Uh, let me start off with Coach Quinn. Um, Coach Quinn, a lot of fans hype this guy up. They hyped this guy up as the best thing smoking since sliced bread. They hyped him up. Damon, we have to get him early because so many teams want him. Damon, they're gonna move the ball. Trey's gonna play off ball. They're gonna do this and that. They're gonna do all these wonderful things with Quinn Snyder. And guess what? We are worse. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to homie Carl, Josh, Mike in the building. And now that we're on a 5-game losing streak, making our way slowly to the very bottom of the Eastern Conference. One of the worst. We have the worst defense in the NBA. Now people want to talk about personnel. Now people want to tell me we just don't have the personnel. So if that's your excuse, that it's the players, then you owe Nate McMillan an apology. You owe Nate McMillan an apology. Let's talk about what have we accomplished under Quinn Snyder? Anything? You want to give him the little offense thing? I give you the offense thing, even though we was already a top 5 off. We've been a top 5 offense since Trae Young been here. But people like to slide that under the rug to try to boost up the guys they like. Right? What else? What has he done? What has he done to this team to make you say, man, I'm glad we got Quinn? He ain't done shit for me. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing. And then, bruh, do you know I watched the press conference, the post-game press conference from last night with Quinn Snyder, right? He had the nerve to say we played good defense last night. Before he said that, though, he said, well, when you give up, when a team shoot 50% from 3, you're normally not going to win that game. So what makes you think we play good defense then? If we give up 50%, bro, we gave up 50% from 3. We gave up almost 60% from the field last night. Do y'all understand that? And he went up there and said, I think we play good defense. What? You gave up 135 fucking points last night. And that's good defending. I don't understand what this dude, bro. He is dude is frauding us right now. He frauding us. He is frauding us right now. There is no way he thought we played good defense last night. No way possible, right? We're awful, man. And I know people trying to sell me on the listen. I know it's a lot of fans trying to be positive. They trying to be positive. Well, JJ, when JJ get back, bro, let's be honest. We was barely above 500 when Jalen Johnson was here. Let's be honest here. I love JJ. I think he's going to be an amazing player. He's an amazing talent. But I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, let me say this. The homeboy ticket said, we are really waiting for a a first-time starter to right the ship. Listen, and a lot of people went over a lot of people's head. That statement went over a lot of people's head. It didn't go over my head, though. I just didn't say nothing. I knew exactly what he meant. But people try to play silly. But listen, we really waiting on a third-year player. We got a max money guy out there. You got Murray out there that Landry Fields went and traded for. Landry Fields gave up an all-NBA package to get DeJounte Murray. And I'm going to tell you like this. The day Murray get traded is the day Landry Fields should be freaking fired. He should be fired. If you got to trade Murray, he should be fired. Because how can you trust him to make better trades and deals when he just set us back with the Murray trade? And I don't blame Murray. I don't blame Murray. Am I done with the Murray trade experiment? Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that part because it's not working. It's not working. Whatever you may say, at the end of the day, it's not working, right? And let's be honest here, okay? Everybody over here complaining about DeJounte Murray point of attack defense. Murray. Bruh, he ain't the only dude on the court. Murray ain't give up 135 points by his damn self. Okay? So I don't know why people listen. What I've learned so far, man, messing around, dealing with other fans and stuff, is fans gonna find somebody to blame that they don't like. Right? Last year was Nate McMillan. Last year it was John Collins. This year we started off on Dre Hunter. Now we're shifting to Murray. But I find it odd that these same fans don't want to blame the motherfuckers who put the roster together. Everybody quiet on Landry Fields. Everybody quiet on Tony Ressler. That's what I find so hilarious. So you're not upset with the dudes who are actually making the decisions. That's what I don't understand, man. Like, that blows my mind. Is everybody's fault except the dudes that people like. Landry Fields is trash. I'm gonna say the day Murray get traded, the day he need to be gone up out of here. That's what happens when you put inexperienced people in charge of the franchise, in charge of making decisions. That's what happens when you impatient. That's exactly what happened. We getting everything that's coming to us. Everything coming to us, we deserve every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. Trying to sell, but I don't believe I be falling for this stuff. Well, we're gonna get Quinn Snyder. I remember I was asking fans, why did Quinn Snyder come here in the middle of the season? He should have just waited because he need to look at the roster. And that's what I be asking people. So you telling me he had a whole half a freaking season to judge the roster? And the best him and Landry Fields could come up with is, hey, let's salary dump John Collins. Let's go get Patty Mills and Wesley Matthews. That's what the fuck we just did. So he had a whole half a freaking season. He didn't know they couldn't defend. We was giving up 118 points per game. We was in the bottom 5 of defense. Pick a defensive stat. We was in the bottom 5 of it. So you telling me why he was here? Then look at the playoffs where you was giving up 125 points a game against the Celtics. And you telling me that wasn't enough time to look at that roster and say, bro, this shit ain't it. We need some dogs. We need some length. But have the nerve to sit there. Same fans had the nerve to sit there and say, Nate is awful. He's horrible. Woo, 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 woo. This dude, Quinn Snyder, his record with us is under 500. Under 500. And at the end of the day, you can say what you want about, I don't give a, because at the end of the day, I don't care if Nate McMillan ran a fucking offense from NBA 2K. He did what we had to do to to get some wins. That's what he did. And now everybody quiet as fuck on Coach Quinn. That dude went up there yesterday and said, we play good defense. Giving up 135 points, giving up 50% shooting from three, 60, almost 60% from the field, and that's good defense. Are we? Was he for real? Or was he just trolling? He had to be trolling us, bro. He talking about the shots was contested. Really? Go watch the press conference. Don't even trip. I'll pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Y'all tell it. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up. Let me pull it up for you. Hold up. Because I don't know if he was trolling or what. Hold on. I could pull up. I could play like a couple seconds of it real quick. Hold up. I'll pull it up so y'all can hear him say it. Because I was like, what? What in the hell? Hold up. Let me find it. I couldn't believe he said that. I was like, we did. You what? This is hilarious. Where'd it go? There it is. Let me find it real quick. Hold up. Let me find it. Hold up. Where'd it go? Man, I don't feel like looking for this shit. I don't even have the patience right now. But just go watch his post-game press conference last night. Go watch the post-game press conference from last night. Just do that. And he gonna say, I thought we played good defense. Ain't none of us played good defense last night. None of us. As a team, we are awful defending. And people tell me it's the personnel. So if you think it's the personnel, you owe Nate McMillan an apology. Because all we did was get rid of John Collins for nothing. Nothing. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I don't see how Hawk fans sit here and accept this bullshit. I know how some of them do. They just throw some shit in their head. Well, you know, we just waiting when JJ come back. Blah blah. Bro, listen. Look, I love JJ. He ain't no damn LeBron James right now. He might turn out to be one, but listen. By the time he come back, we probably gonna be about 8 games under 500. Come on, man. Come on. Unless JJ come back and turn into a damn MVP candidate, bro. We probably need to go to the lottery, to be honest. Another year going to a playing team. That's not progress. That's not progress. You need some real talent, and this organization has failed to put the talent around Trae Young. Okay, you fail. And like I told Matt yesterday, when Matt said Landry swung and missed on Murray, listen. No one made last time I looked, I didn't know the Spurs had DeJounte Murray up for trade. I didn't know he was available to be traded because he wasn't. We went to them. We went to them and asked them about DeJounte Murray. And the smartest dude in the room said, I wouldn't give up that type of trade package to get DeJounte Murray. But for some reason, whoever has the final say thought it would be better to listen to a GM, a person who's never been a GM at the NBA level, instead of the person you hired to run your basketball operations coming from a championship organization, who was one of the assistant general managers to help build the Warriors dynasty. But we chose to listen to Landry Fields and whatever his little committee is, whatever he's doing. And now look at us. That's 5 losses in a row. Somebody go find me. When did we lose 5 in a row under Nate McMillan? Have we ever lost 5 games in a row under Nate McMillan? And y'all want to talk about injuries? Did we lose 5 in a row under Nate McMillan when everybody went out with COVID? When everybody went out with COVID and we had to pull cats from the G League, and I remember Trey saying he didn't even know who his teammates was. Did we lose 5 in a row then? So I don't want to hear that injury bullshit, bro. I'm tired of the excuses, man. Tired of the excuses. Just tired of it. And just yeah, someone showed when a new Pat City I find. All right, tag me in that, Mike. Now you got where's all the uproar about AJ Griffin? Where's the uproar about that at? Last year, Cats was on Nate McMillan. He ain't playing JJ. He ain't playing JJ. Quinn done ruined AJ Griffin. The dude look like he has no confidence anymore. AJ look like he don't have no confidence. He look like he don't know what his role is, what he's supposed to be doing out there. And I don't hear shit from nobody. Everybody quiet on the quiet front on that shit. Mikey, don't even come with that nonsense, Mikey. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Because every excuse you have for this team being shitty is the same excuses you should have had last year instead of blaming Nate McMillan. Because it's the same cast of characters. It's the exact same team. Exact same team. And we getting worse results. Defense was awful. The defense was awful when we was winning games. We were still giving up 120 plus points a night. But we let that offense blind us. It didn't blind me, though. It didn't blind me because that's the first thing I looked at. Because I always thought our offense was good. I always thought our offense was good. Even though some people like to come in here and they was nitpicking. Well, they don't run all the pin downs. And we don't even do that shit now. Where's all this off-ball shit at? Get to the fourth quarter, we can't get shit done. What the fuck is Quinn telling these dudes at halftime? Why do we come out at halftime all the time and trick shit off in the third quarter? Where's the effort? Where's the energy? Where's the purpose at? Bro, I was watching the Raptors telecast last night, and the dude said it looked like they quit. Come on, man. We don't got transition defense. We don't got no type of defense. But everybody told me, don't worry about it, DeMar, because when Quinn here, we gonna move the ball. We gonna do this and do that. And I never hear them mention defense. And I'm like, well, what about the defense? Well, what Matt told me, you just got to have timely stops. Timely stops, really? They better do something. They better do something to change to change the way this team is headed, the direction this team is headed in. They need to do something and change it. You better do something to change it. Run around here with this small ass team. You got Scotty Barnes just backing down everybody. We ain't got nobody to guard Scotty in the post. None. And nobody says shit about it. Nobody says shit about this shit, about this fucking this personnel. Who built this team? Who is my general manager? He should be held accountable. He should be held accountable. And now everybody, I'm going to tell you something about DeJounte Murray. I'm going to tell you something about this defense. Do not let these people try to tell you this defense is awful because of DeJounte Murray. The defense was shitty before Murray got here. So you get one guy, right? And then I'm going to tell you this. When they tell you, well, what Murray point of attack, blah, 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 blah. Who the fuck said that shit? Who started that shit? Because I ain't never heard that shit until he got traded here. I never heard it till it got traded here. I only hear Hawks fans say that shit. I ain't never heard no Spurs fans say the shit. But for some reason, fans, they come up with these, where he's supposed, listen. The whole team is fucking awful, okay? When it comes to defending. DeJounte Murray is not giving up 130 points by his fucking self. Okay? Trey not giving up 130 points by himself. Capella not giving that shit. It's a fucking team effort and a scheme effort. Because I ain't never heard no Spurs fan say Murray was some type of fucking lockdown defender. I ain't never heard that. I only hear Hawk fans say that shit. Never heard that shit until he got here, and then all the Hawk fans like, well, Murray, Get out of here, man. Get out of here with this fucking bullshit. The blame needs to be on a fucking person who built the fucking team. And then some of y'all out there hitting this dude dad up and shit on some whole shit, bro. That's whole shit. His damn dad don't play. And then be doing that shit behind them little bullshit ass fake Twitter accounts and shit. Hit Landry Fields' ass up with that. Hit goddamn Tony Wrestler ass up with that. Hit goddamn Nick Wrestler ass up with that bullshit. They the ones making the fucking decisions, not Murray dad. You need to be hitting up goddamn Landry Fields. Why the fuck did you give up all these fucking assets, guy, and ain't have a real fucking plan, a real vision? Everything that they do is reactionary. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's reactionary. It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. Y'all hitting up that man dad. That man don't play the fucking game. Hit up the dudes who put the team together. Why the fuck y'all not doing that shit? Why y'all not doing that? Why y'all not hitting up Landry Fields' Instagram? Why you ain't getting blocked or whatever his shit is? Why you ain't getting blocked by him? Why you ain't hitting up ownership, front office? Why you ain't on the phone calling the ticket sale saying I ain't buying shit till y'all fix this shit? Some of y'all be out there on some whole shit for real, man. And then if you gonna do the shit, at least be a motherfucking man, bro, and do it with your face up there. See, that's why I like this channel. Because we may come up here and differ, but at least people come up here and be a man about their shit. They put their name on their comments. They put their name on their opinions. They put their face behind it. Ain't no sneak shit. But at the end of the day, you need to be hitting up the people that's responsible for the bullshit. You need to be hitting up the people who has the power to make shit happen. We out here looking crazy. Everywhere we go, every game we play, somebody having a goddamn career high. Every game, somebody having a fucking career high against us. This that bullshit, bro. This that bullshit. Because people be trying to run with their agenda and just can't keep it real. Can't keep it real. Because they take an opinion and they got to stick with it the whole way through. When you can have an opinion, you know you can change your mind, right? You can change. I do it all the fucking time. I change my mind all the time. One minute I like some shit, next minute I don't. It all depends. Is it working? Is it working? I change my opinion all the time. I'll get up here, drink all the Kool-Aid, and as soon as we fuck up like we do now, take all that Kool-Aid and dump that shit. This is unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. 5 losses in a row. Once again, now we done turned back to the Atlanta Hopes. We hope JJ come back. We hope when he come back, we can go on the run. Man, no. We've been passed by the Pacers. And didn't I say when the season started, I said, and I think I told it to Mikey, I can't remember. I said the Pacers is better than us. What's up, Leon? I'm up here complaining, man.
I told you, man. Soft tank, baby. It's a soft tank.
I'm complaining.
I hear you complaining, bro. It's a soft tank. Don't get too bent out of shape about it. They sold y'all a hill of beans, man.
That dude said he thought we played good defense last night.
Hey, man, look. Considering what the fuck was out there, I don't blame him for saying that. It ain't shit we can do against a team with wings when we play 50 guards in Capella.
I need Landry Fields, bro. I need him up out of here, man.
Niggas play 6 guards, Capella, and Okongwu.
I need him up out of here,
what
man.
Sadiq Bey is.
I need him up out of here. He put this team together.
Dang, bro. Hey, you said they ain't give Travis a chance to enact his vision. Landry been here a year, man. So
what I say?
Gonna fire another guy? They didn't give Travis a time to enact his vision. Now you gonna fire Landry a year into his tenure? Take longer than a year to build a team.
I'm gonna get him up. I'm gonna get him up out of here.
It just take longer than a year to build a team in
I'm
your own image.
I'm gonna go get me a guy with some experience.
Well, now you know good and damn well ain't nobody coming to do that shit anymore. You already got rid of old Slinky.
This is awful.
It's quite bad.
We gonna go into that Piston game on a 6-game losing streak, straight up. And I might fuck around and put my money on the Pistons. That's what I might do. Fucking trash, man. Trash. I blame Landry fucking Fields and Tony Wrestler. That's who I blame. They put this shit show together. They did that. Oh, and Nick Wrestler too. They put this shit together. What's up, Steve? What's good, man? Unmute your mic, Steve. Unmute your mic. You muted. Oh, he'll be back. I need Landry Fields up out of here, man. I don't want to see that nigga dancing no more. I don't want to hear about this Hoss DNA fuck shit no more. We need to go get some length. We need to get some goons. Get some people with some passion on this team. passion. Shit is sad, bro. Sad. And I'm gonna tell you, if we lose to the Pistons, if we lose to the Pistons, somebody, bro, I don't want to hear shit from nobody. I really don't want to hear shit from nobody now. Cause nigga, we done lost 5 in a row. What up, Steve?
It's bad, man.
Awful, man. Awful.
This point of attack right there, stopping the ball. Fundamental basketball. We don't stop the ball. We don't have bigs down low to correct the mistakes. And you can't give up that many points and expect to win.
Well, Quinn said we play good defense, Steve.
I haven't seen anything good out of Quinn myself. I mean, I know Matt wants to give him all the time in the world, but this team has regressed. I honestly feel like they actually gave some effort for Nate and felt bad because he got on their ass. But this one they don't give a shit. I mean, we've dropped down to 28th in defense now? Or maybe we ought to say 27 so the haters won't say I'm just being rude. But it's like we purposely come out and just open the gate to scoring so that we can let them run up the score and we can run up the score and we can build our stats so we can say we got our 30 and 10 and we can go home feeling like, oh, I shot, 50% on my threes. I had 30 points. I did all, the box score watching people think Trae Young is a god because he's getting 30 and 10. But those are the most hollow stats ever because, hell, when they let you come down and shoot it because they know they can get stops, they're just allowing you to hit those baskets. It's like Bogey and you're griping about Murray coming back at the end of the game, hitting those threes that don't matter. Hell yeah, he's dialed in getting his stats to make sure his box score looks good for the casuals. We're not trying to win. We're trying to look like we've got stats so we can go home and tell all our friends that we average this and that in the NBA. And we have no intention of winning a game. The only problem is we can't blow it up in tank because San Antonio will reap those benefits. So we're kind of trapped to where I'm to the point where I could give a damn. I'd rather lose with some hungry G League players that are at least going to go out there and get a bloody nose and be sweating and look like they're getting their ass kicked instead of just watching it just roll by without anybody caring. This is bad. I mean, I didn't like it under Nate. We sucked for 2 or 3 years under Nate, and this is just taking a step even worse. I'm sorry. It ain't worth watching.
I feel you, man. I feel you. And you're right. That's why I said the day that Murray get traded, Landry Fields should be getting fired with him. Because you can't even we can't even if we wanted to, you can't even blow it up. Because you lost the 25 pick, the 26 of the pick swap, and then you lost the 27 pick. So I mean, like,
that's why I went back to saying, when you watch Trae Young at Oklahoma, he was leading the NCAA in assists and scoring, and everybody said he was such a star in the beginning of the season. Yeah, he looked great. They were winning some of their games just like we did, and about 10 games into the season, he gets a little tired and wore down, and all of a sudden they start losing. But he keeps putting up his stats until the end of the season where the wheels just fell off. And I think we got the same kind of team. Trae needs more help. Trae needs more help. Trae needs more help. You are supposed to be the leader of our franchise. You're supposed to be directing this team. And we're the Sooners, man. We're the Sooners. And the Sooners didn't make the tournament, and we ain't going to make the tournament. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. I mean, I hate it.
What?
I hate it, but, I mean, Trae is for the box watching casuals.
Listen, man. This how I see it. This how I see it, Steve. Hey, you were saying something, Leon, but you froze, so we didn't hear what you were saying.
I said, watch Trae Young don't get no help. Damn, you can't hear me, can you?
No, I can hear you. I don't know if Steve can. Can you hear
I
Leon,
don't know.
Steve?
I don't know
I
if
said,
I caught that. I don't even know if I want to
I,
catch that.
Oh, he gonna tap back. But
I mean, everybody wants to defend Trae Young, but shit, if you can get around people to get your floater off, you can get in front of your man. I mean, I teach 8-year-olds basketball right now at this point. I've taught high school kids to play basketball. If you can't get in front of your damn man in position on defense, you don't deserve to be on the court.
see, this my thing right here, and
We
this
gotta
why
stop them.
this my thing, and this why I'm on the front office. The day you trade Luka Doncic for Trae Young, right then you should already know what you need to build around him.
You got to go bear in the back to clean up some mistakes.
So my thing is, they didn't. Well, I don't know who was they because we had so many Chiefs making decisions, but that's why I'm starting right now with Landry Fields, because I don't know when Landry, Travis, who was in charge back then, but since Landry Fields has become the general manager, he has made our team worse. He's not jeopardized. He's gave away all our assets on the Murray trade.
If
And
you
the thing
picked up a young Joe Johnson at that shooting guard spot instead of a Dejounte Murray for 3 first-round picks, you would probably look pretty good with a young Joe Johnson. But you got to have size and strength and post play and good defense, and Murray's not that guy. I mean, we needed a athletic Kevin Huerter that was hungry at that shooting guard spot. And
you know what? That go and I can segue about player development. Why we didn't develop Kevin Huerter?
Huerter.
Why do we just what we did with Kevin Huerter? You know what we did with Kevin? We just turned him to a spot up shooter. Yep. That's what we did. Go stand over there at the wing. Go stand in the corner, shoot the ball.
Now, trading up for Hunter was your real disaster. I mean, Okongwu was kind of bad because you knew you needed a center and you got a 6'8" one. But Hunter, you put all your eggs, traded up to get him to get a role player. When that was your draft to get another superstar to pair with Trae, as was a Onyeka pick at 6 was another opportunity to try to swing for the fences. And all you really got was role players that you could have signed in free agency.
I mean,
we swung and missed on both those.
To be honest, I don't even know why we traded up for Hunter, but it was really nothing in that draft after Hunter's nothing there. The Okongwu pick,
I'll grant them that, but you could have traded that pick or something. Going for Hunter, just maybe it was the timing on the draft, but that move crippled us.
Or maybe
he's always kind of dinged up. He's a little slow. He's not going to be explosive or athletic, and we ain't getting nothing out of that spot for our 4th pick.
Yep, and then you got got Okongwu at 6. I didn't understand the point of that pick.
Can't hit the broadside of the barn.
Yeah, I didn't understand the point of that pick.
He's trying so hard to shoot that he went away from everything that made him valuable.
Like, I don't understand why we, as the Atlanta Hawks, like to have a team full of short guys. Like, I just don't understand. I mean, even with Al Horford, he wasn't even a center. We tried to play him at center instead of getting a real center. And when they do try to get a 7-footer, instead of investing in one, they always go and dumpster dive and go get some big that nobody wants, like a Alex Lynn, like a Mikey. I know you ain't trying to floss that 3 for 5 yesterday. I know you ain't flossing that. Now post the other days. What did he shoot from 3? What did Okongwu shoot from 3 the past 5 games? Post those numbers. Matter of fact, don't even do that. Post his overall shooting from 3 for the season. Since you want to flex what Okongwu did yesterday, post what is he shooting from 3 for the season? Everybody can have a little good game. What they say, a broken clock, right twice a day. Come on, man. Salute TGK. What's good, my guy? But this is why I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated by fans scared to get on this front office. That's what I'm frustrated by. They want to blame the players. But like I said, Steve, last year, nobody had a problem blaming the coach last year. And the funny thing about it is Nate was only the coach, 2.5 years. Just 2.5 years. But he took that same roster, went to the conference final. Actually went 27-11. Went 27-11 when he took over. Went to the conference finals.
And they ran it back and lost their chemistry and momentum, and that's all fool's gold. I don't know why we always go back to that. I mean, that was fool's gold. That's
you know why I go back to that. You know why I go back to that, Steve? I go back to that because that shows us that the front office, they really wasn't trying to win. What do I mean by that? They could have went out.
You go into the tax and the tax and build at that moment, not stand pat.
There you go. But instead of doing that, they chose to go with
sell off a few pieces and ride organic growth.
There you go.
Fuck all that.
There you go. So I mean, like, and that's why I be going so hard on Landry Fields, Tony Ressler, because they the ones who put this team together. They the ones that making the decisions. At the end of the day, I could be disappointed in the players, but I know they can't do nothing. They didn't put the team together. They just going to whoever paying them. So, and the reason I be on Coach Quinn is because all these fans hype this dude up, hyped him up like he was gonna solve all our problems. And now look, we one of the worst teams in the league. We got to be the worst team defensively. We one of the worst teams. We bottom 2. I guarantee you that. We definitely bottom 2 when it comes to points given up. Do you know as of today? Go ahead, Steve. My bad. And then you can go, Mikey.
Can you turn Murray and Bogey into a legit shooting guard with some size to complement Trey and to fix that defensive liability?
Who you gonna get? Even if you could,
not the player you want.
Who is available? And then who gonna take them?
You can't just ship Bogey off like that.
Yeah, and then you got to factor in what production you gonna lose by getting rid of Bogey. Is that person you trade for gonna be able to pick up that production?
That's
man, Landry Fields done fucked us, bro. Him and Tony
Ressler. 40 points a game right there.
They done fucked us, man.
35 at least.
They done fucked us. So I mean, it's really nothing you can really do. I think the Siakam move. I'm not even confident if that's even going to go down. I'm not even confident it's gonna go down. I mean, because it's funny because now if you Masai and you look at the Hawks, like, why would you want these dudes? You know? What's up, Mikey? What's up, Matt?
Hey, what's up? How are you? How are you guys doing?
Hey, what's up with that? You saw we got our ass whooped last night, Matt.
I know. I was watching the game, and I was at work. I was watching the game. I mean, a lot needs to fix in this team. It's not going to be a year fix. It's not going to be a January fix. It's not going to be the deadline fix. A lot needs to fix. But the most important thing that needs to be fixed, I think they need a legit center and a shooting guard. For now, we can all other positions can be fixed later, but those two spots. I watched Capella last night. There was a particular play. He was just trying to force the play. 3 guys were surrounding him. He was trying to make a dunk. They were trying to resist him. He's trying to make you. I mean, it's simple. When you see you are in that kind of position, you know that you cannot make a play. Turn around. There were people all over the perimeter. Why can't you just throw the ball around for somebody to make? I mean, the decision making is poor in this team, and I don't know, but the team is in a very bad shape. That is what I can say. It's in very bad shape. People can't make the right decision. And I was watching yesterday the show. Somebody was telling me that Trae Young was playing well, but all of a sudden, fourth quarter, it was not playing well. You cannot expect him to be on fire all fourth quarters. At some point, somebody has to take up the mantle, the touch. You know what? Let me just take where this guy left from. But you cannot expect him to play, especially be on fire, shooting the way he was shooting the first quarter onto the fourth quarter. You know, so I mean, people need to step up. People need to step up, and I don't see that, you know, from the second best player in the team yesterday. You know, he only came alive the last 30 seconds. That's 45 seconds of the game, and the team is in very bad shape. So I don't know. The team is getting worse, and I'm feeling bad for Trae Young. I'm feeling bad for him, the situation he is, and I just hope they find a solution. That is the thing. By deadline day, but the team is not playing well.
Well, not playing. That's an understatement. What's up, Mikey?
I guess I am the curse of the Atlanta Hawks. Ever since
you the who?
I am the curse. I'm the curse of the Atlanta Hawks that prevents wins, because ever since I got the job as the host of the. Did I ever tell y'all? I don't think I ever told you, or I think you know, Damon. But yeah, I'm the new host, or me and Tim co-host the Sports Ethos Atlanta Hawks podcast. The guy who used to do that, that left. So I'll put the link in. I'll put the link in chat. But it would really help if you guys go over there and give it a listen. We do a new episode after every single game. That's why I'm not going to be on here as much in the one-on-ones, but I'll be in open forum. But,
hey, Mike done sold us out, y'all. Mike done sold us out for the corporate greed.
Nah, I'm not getting.
Good job, Mike. Hey, y'all tap in with Mikey, man. So y'all already know how I am with content creators, man. So support your content creators who are actually fans of the team that they cover.
I'm gonna try to make it to the open. I'm gonna try to make it to the open forums, but the one-on-ones I probably won't be back in time to do. But ever since we got this pod, the Hawks have lost. We have yet to do a pod on a game where the Hawks win. I take full responsibility.
You know what else I said? Something similar to that, Mikey. Ever since, hey, listen to this chat. This gonna sound crazy. Ever since they got rid of Ryan Cameron from State Farm, we've been awful.
Yeah,
Bruh,
yeah.
They need to do right by Ryan Cameron, man. They need to do right by. Ever since he been gone, bro, we've been terrible. And y'all know I be believing some of that the basketball gods. So, but I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, ever since he's been gone, we've been awful. They need to do right by Ryan Cameron. Bring him back, do something, right? But back on a serious note, Mike, I'm gonna tell you this, Mikey. I'm already done with Landry Fields, man. I'm done with Landry Fields. I'm not blaming no more players, because the players have no power to do nothing. The players didn't build a roster. Okay. And the only reason I be on Coach Quinn is because fans told me he was supposed to do all this good stuff and ain't shit happening. Okay. But I'm really on the front office. That's who I'm angry with. I'm angry with the front office. They put this team together. They traded for Murray. They didn't do their due diligence on DeJounte Murray.
And that thing is not working, man. DeJounte and Trae Young is not working. You look at it, it's not really working. It's terrible, man.
I'm gonna tell you something there. We looking for Murray to be the number 2 option, right? At this point.
And Bogey's the number 2 option.
And let's be honest here. Murray is giving you what he's always given you. San Antonio, what he do is 21 points when he had an opportunity. What he giving us this year? What's crazy, he's actually giving us career numbers, if I'm not mistaken, as far as shooting from 3.
Yeah, shooting from
the
3.
field.
From the field, no, but from 3.
At one point, he was at earlier this season. He was at 50%. It's probably down.
Yeah,
now.
that was when Murray was playing, against the Pistons, against the Wolves, and even at that, I got flamed for this. I got absolutely destroyed for saying this. But even when that was happening, it was the type of shots he was getting, and you see it now. You see it now with the only having one counter to a defense off the pick and roll, only having that contested mid-range shot, that ability not to get to the rim or shoot enough threes consistently to take the defense away from what your strong shoot is, which is the mid-range. I saw that even when he was knocking down all those contested shots, and they look good going in. They look great, but when those shots don't go in, Damon, it looks horrible. And that's why you see right now all these people saying, "What is Murray doing? What is Murray doing?" Yo, he's playing the same exact way when he was playing well, but he was just shooting well. I got blamed for it.
You can almost reverse that with. You can almost say that same thing with Trey.
You can, exactly. Trey's career best numbers in steals, assist to turnover ratio, defensive efficiency, almost every metric except for shooting across the charts.
I said it the last time. I said, go ahead.
But all I'm just saying is, like, at the beginning, he was, and me and Damon, you and I have said this a bunch of times. The shots he was taking weren't hard shots. They were shots he'd normally take in a game that he'd hit. And now that they're hitting him, people are saying, "Oh, Trey's playing great."
But
right.
Mikey,
it has to do with the rhythm. It has to do how you're getting the shots, not
Mikey,
just
it's like you said, oh, Mikey. And that is it. What you said is so true. And I'm gonna just use Trae Young for example. When Trey is off, his shot, they look awful. You be like, "What the fuck is he shooting at?" Blah, blah, blah. But when they going in, you be like, "Oh my God, this dude's." And like you said, the same thing for Murray, man. But this is the thing I'm gonna say about Murray. When people be like, "How come he ain't giving us more production on the offensive side?" I went back and looked at Murray, right? And at the end of the day, I'm like, Murray, when we got Murray from San Antonio, he was already on year 6, right? How many players with 6 years in the league just elevate their game, like go from a jag, just a guy, to an all-star? That rarely happens at year 6. Maybe if we would have got Murray at like year 3, you can expect like a big jump or something, right? Offensively, I'm talking on the offensive side of the ball. But at the end of the day, Murray's really giving you what he's always been putting up when he gets starter minutes. About 21 points, around 5 assists, around 5 rebounds. I think a lot of us thought that on the offensive side that he could turn into a 25, 26-point scorer when it ain't gonna happen. Because his bag is, first of all, he don't attack the basket enough, and he don't get to the free throw line enough to give us 25, 26 points.
All good scorers get to the line.
Yep.
So, and then with Quinn's offense, now you definitely ain't getting to the line. Besides Trey, because everything else is shooting threes. So maybe if we would have went with maybe a younger, obviously I would want nobody available. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we probably should have stood pat instead of making that move for Murray. Maybe you stand pat, see what else come available. But at the end of the day, all my frustration is going straight to the people who make the decisions.
I've been saying this. You shouldn't have got a guard. What did you go get another guard for? Another little ass guard. Didn't make.
But Leon, and that's what I'm saying. So if you know that, right? And I'm sure, I'm hoping somebody in the front office knows that, why go do it? And that's why I keep saying that had to be a request from Trae Young. It had to be. Who would just wake up and say, you know what? I want to run a 2-point guard offense, and I want both my guards to be undersized, and I want the other guard to who don't attack the basket, who can't finish at the rim consistently. Who would wake up and just do that deal and then give up what you give up to get them?
And also, another reason why Murray just probably doesn't like to get to the rim as much is because he's not a good finisher at the rim. He's the second worst finisher at the rim in a minimum of like 40 attempts or something like in the NBA. As second worst. Like and y'all, like when we're talking about DeJounte, it's not the fact that he's a terrible player. It's just he doesn't fit in the system. He doesn't fit in the system with Trae. He also even if you take him off the bench, which will never happen, but even if you take him off the bench with Trae starting and replace him with Bogey in the starting lineup, that's a better starting lineup in my opinion. But even then, DeJounte hasn't been good in the non-Trae minutes. The offense falls off a cliff whenever Trae Young goes off the floor still. And that's always been the problem with Trae Young here. Ever since he's found his rhythm in the second half of his rookie year. Whenever he goes on the bench, the offense falls off a cliff. And with this team's defense, they can't afford that. So
I just want to say
blame on that, Mike. You know who
Can
I blame for that?
real fast,
Right.
Lamar?
Go ahead, Leon.
Yeah, I have an appointment. I need an
The
appointment.
minimum of 40 attempts is like 2 attempts a game. For him to be the second worst in the league is really, really fucking bad. Everybody's played 20 games, bro.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Everybody's played 20 games. So you're talking about guys who have got to the rim at least twice a game. Jesus Christ. I didn't know it was that bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, Mikey. When you get time, get that same stat when he was with the Spurs. How many times did he attack the basket when he was with the Spurs? I guarantee you he didn't attack the basket like that. I guarantee you he did.
Probably not. But that's what the Hawks need him to do. And I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's one of my points, Mikey. Nobody who did they due diligence?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that's why I'm so
I don't know, bro.
upset. That's why I'm upset at Landry Field. Like I'm not. When I say I'm done with the Murray experience, I'm not done with Murray as a player. I'm done with the setup with him and Trae because it's not going to work because the front office, whoever said do the deal, didn't do their due diligence and say, hey, if you get this the type of player he is. If you add him beside Trae, you might have to add A, B, and C also, so we could be able to win games, score points, and defend. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I be on the front office so much. They didn't do their proper research. They didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know, and like when people talk about Murray on the defensive side of the ball, like I tell people, we was an awful defensive player before the fuck he got here. We was terrible defender before he got here.
We're actually worse with him on the roster, which makes
watch this. We got worse when he got here. Then we got even worse when Quinn took over.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't. That's something I legit have no explanation for. Nothing. DeJounte Murray is a better defender than Kevin Huerter. He is a better defender than Bogdan Bogdanovic. The guys that we were starting at the 2 before Murray got here, he is a better defender than. How are we worse at defense? I'll never understand that. And Trae's defensive numbers, Trae's point of attack defense, his defensive efficiency, all these metrics that people go into and everything. I don't really care past that. I don't care about. They're all better than DeJounte Murray's. What is going on? But like, the Hawks just entered like the bizarro world and just like stayed there
Yeah,
on that
Trey.
end and just not come
Trey
back to
did
real
that
life?
Monstar shit. Trey did that
What
shit.
is this?
Took all DeJounte's juice. He got
I-
Michael Jordan's secret stuff.
You know
Literally.
what? I'm gonna tell you. You gotta add better, and y'all have already said this, but if you're gonna run Murray and Trey, everybody else got to be long and be defensive. Everybody. They got to be long. They got to be defensive. Because at the post game, at the press conference, they asked Quinn Snyder. They was like, basically, they were just asking them, bro, what you was thinking when Scotty Barnes was backing down?
Yeah,
I forgot who it was, but it was somebody small, just backing them down. We don't have the size. So if you're gonna be short at the point guard position, if you're gonna be short at the shooting guard position, everybody else need to be tall, bro. Long, athletic, center position. We got to upgrade. Listen, I know y'all like. Oh, I want a 7-footer dog who can score the ball. That's what I want.
Can I chime in right quick?
What's good, Juan?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm listening to y'all talking about DeJounte, how we don't fit with Trey. Like we already know he doesn't. Let me tell you what the Hawks should have did, or what we should have thought about doing. 2 years ago when Derek White was on the table, that's the guard we should have went and got instead of DeJounte Murray. He was on the table. John Collins' trade value was extremely high. You should have got rid of him right there. In the offseason, you then go get you another power forward in the offseason 2 years ago. Derek White fits better with Trae Young than DeJounte Murray does with Trae Young right now, because Derek White don't need the ball in his hand to be a execute. And he also made second team all defense last year for the NBA as well. Second of all, man, if we in this slight rebuild mode or whatnot, it's time to start looking at some pieces that's not they don't cost that much. And what I'm looking at is Detroit right now. I'm looking at Marvin Bagley, who's 6'11" on the bench right now. There's one piece that don't cost that much to add to some to put some weight, some height on this team right now. Now, as I continue to scour through the rest of the rosters or whatnot, I have some more suggestions, man. But we got to start rebuilding right now.
We probably need to look at the Orlando Magic model.
I don't think Orlando giving up nobody, man. They 17
No, I
and
said
7.
no, Juan. I said their model, how to build.
No, you can't.
Okay.
That's not going to be possible.
Why not?
Because their two best players are 6'9", 6'10" wings, and they're the first options. The point guard is not the main guy. Don't need to score. They just need him to defend and simple playmaking. That's not every team is built the same way. You can't look at the Orlando model, the Golden State model, the Chicago model, the Timberwolves model. Like it doesn't work like that. That's just not how it works.
Team building is hard, but the Hawks suck at it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
That is true.
If the Orlando Magic get Zach LaVine, they might be title contenders this year without giving out too many pieces.
I agree with that. But they wouldn't have the experience, so they wouldn't make it. But I agree
That's
they'd
true.
be.
But
They'll beat our ass.
They'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals at least, or be
Yeah.
a major threat to get there.
It depends on who they meet.
But
Depends on who they play.
keep
They match up really well with Boston. They beat them every time.
Look, I come up here and
that's what
talk
I
about.
Levine.
I come up here and talk about Jalen Johnson's impact on his team all the time, right? People say, "Oh, doesn't mean anything. We weren't playing that well with JJ." All I want to say is, no, Gerald's always talking about, he was a results guy. We were 8-5 with JJ starting and playing 30+ minutes against and beating some of the best teams in the league: the Timberwolves, the Magic, the Milwaukee Bucks. There are teams that we can beat with Jalen Johnson, and we destroyed Milwaukee. Destroy them. Like there's like I don't want to say this, but when Jalen Johnson comes back, I expect to see a completely different team than what I see now. You can put me on record, but I think that this team with Jalen Johnson, what I saw with him, now the defense isn't going to be elite with him. I'm not saying he makes this team an all defense type team, but the amount of mistakes that he was able to cover from our top two guys is and wings, honestly, when Hunter wasn't guarding well, is just absurd. Like I don't think many people realized how much he covered up, and we were down to what we're down to like 26th, 27th on defense. But with Jalen, we were like 21st, 20th. It's made it
when you're an athlete, you don't have to be sound on defense. You can just be an athlete.
That's why because you can recover.
And like he only is getting bruh. Like I said, bruh, every time we put Jalen on the star, 2 quarters in, he started figuring them out. The same shit happened with Shea down the stretch, and then they put Dre back on him at the end. Like, the kid is figuring it. Like, the kid was literally figuring it out right before our eyes, and y'all act like it wasn't happening. That shit really be pissing me off.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Listen.
People are like, oh, Jalen Johnson really didn't have that big impact on this team. He's a first-year starter. Like, bro, doesn't matter.
What Ticket was saying was this. Ticket was saying, when you have to rely on a first-year starter, listen what he said.
Okay.
When you have to rely on a first-year starter, when you got a max guy out there, you got another guy you just gave $30 million to, you got another guy you got $20 million invested in, another guy with 22. He's saying something wrong with the way that we're building this team. That's what Ticket was really saying. So, like, listen.
But when
I'm hoping JJ turned to goddamn LeBron James. Okay, I hope he turned to LeBron James.
I mean, I feel you. I completely understand that, but the fucking Kings wouldn't have been shit if they didn't draft Keegan Murray last year. They would have been shit. They would have been a good team. They would have been a 6 seed. So, like, you build your team how you build your team. Just because y'all don't like the fact that he's out, don't mean it was the wrong thing to do. Yes, the team is built trash. We know that. They just refuse to build Trae Young on the Nets or Trae Young on the Raptors like they should have been doing for the last half decade. But hey,
man, if Trae Young was on the Nets, they'd be contenders.
They'd be contenders,
and that's why I be on Twitter blasting that front office. That's why I be blasting Landry Fields. You don't see me up there blasting players no more.
They'd be better than Orlando, in my opinion. That's with Trae.
Mikey, when you see me last time you see me on Twitter blasting a player?
Huh?
My tweets be about front office.
I don't remember.
Because I know the players. The players, I don't get on the players because the players are here. They didn't ask to come here. We went and got them or drafted them. I'm on the people who making the decisions, the people who are building the team. That's where the issue lies. And that's why I be on Landry Fields. Because you
gotta give it, regardless if he's made good or bad moves, though, you can't fire GM after GM after GM. It just doesn't, you will never get anywhere with that, ever. You need
to. What are we now?
It doesn't matter. You can't keep firing GMs because you need to see one through. If it doesn't work, after like 4 years, 3 years, okay, sure.
So we want to see. So we want to see through with the guy who's never built a team at the NBA
level. There has always been a rookie GM. That it's not like it's not like no rookie GM has ever been hired. Every GM starts off as a rookie.
But that's the problem. You hired a rookie GM to replace a championship general manager who came from a championship organization. So you telling me the smart move was to go with the guy who has zero experience?
I mean, that wasn't the smart move, but the move has been made.
That's what I'm saying.
You're forced to live with it now.
You
can't just keep firing GMs.
And say what y'all want, say what y'all want, but that's why I'm always talking about the players. I'm talking about what I see on the court because of all the other stuff. Even though I can have an opinion on it, it doesn't matter. The players on the court. Now everybody watches that every day. We know what goes on the court. That's why fans can debate about different types of players and what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. because they see what's going on for 48 minutes. It's right in front of you. But in the front office and in the ownership group, all that stuff is behind the scenes. We could talk about it, but it really at the end of the day won't matter. That's why I'm always talking about the players. But I know you don't agree, but it's
but Mikey, the product you see on the court that you talking about. Somebody put them there.
That's what we're watching.
Somebody put them there though. Somebody
I know.
And then like you said you don't talk about the GMs in the front office.
Well, I don't like to debate that with a lot of people just because we don't know half the shit that goes on. We don't know.
And why did I stop you from debating about the front office?
Because
you know what you do know?
Because nobody will end up with on the right side.
You know what you do know, Mike?
You won't know. It's just a guess.
You know what's not a guess? The product and the results is not a guess. The product on the court and the results is a direct reflection of the general manager and the coach. So you can't talk about them. They telling you right there when they put those people out on the court, when you get the results that you get, you can talk about the front office because he put that together. So just giving the front office a pass, I mean,
it's not a pass. It's just the fact that we all can debate. I'm not saying I accept everything they do. I'm just saying that as long as fans debate the front office or the ownership group, they can do it all they want. Nobody will have a concrete answer unless something comes out after, obviously, they're done with the job and they interview with media and everything like that. That's all I'm saying. That I'm just saying nobody will come up with a correct answer. That's all I'm saying. Giving them a pass is stupid. But I'm just saying nobody will end up with the evidence to say, okay, yeah, I didn't think about that. You're right. With players and certain things with coaching, you can do that.
But I can do some of that with the front office, like I said.
But you can do it, but you won't know if you're right. That's my point.
Okay, watch this. The Murray move was wrong move, right or wrong?
The Murray move was a wrong move. That's not the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Because what I'm telling you, Mikey, obviously we know, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We know that, but you judge your front office and your coach off the product on the floor and the results you get. That's what you base your front office on. You can criticize your front office on the contracts they sign, the extensions they give.
But my point, I'm trying to. I know what you're saying. You're right, but I'm like trying to go like even deeper in that. Like for example,
but we can't go that deep because
the logic behind. Like people say, people are talking about the logic behind signing Murray, the logic behind hiring Landry and getting Travis out of here. Like people talking about that. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. That is just useless to talk about in my opinion. But signing Murray, of course, you can have your own opinion and you can give reasons why that works, why that doesn't work. That's fine. But I'm talking about when people say like you bring up all the time the fact that why would we fire a championship GM and a hire we don't like that if somebody can't answer that question, right? And say, but they will never know with any type of evidence behind what they're saying if that's the right or wrong answer. That's my point.
Well, we know why. We know that part.
Oh, why?
Unless you don't believe the reports that came out.
The wrestlers.
Yeah, we know that. I know that. That's a fact.
Yeah,
we know that already. But like
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Mikey. Like obviously, and that's why you hear me say sometimes when I make a statement, I say I'm just a fan or I'm on the outside looking in, because obviously we know we don't know all the intricate stuff that's going on with Landry Fields talking to other GM. We don't know what he's telling players, what is Quinn telling players. as a fan, all we can do is go off of the results and the product that's put on the floor, contracts that's signed. That's how we judge the front office. And what I'm saying is, listen, we look at this team, we too small. Okay. We look at this team, players not living up to expectations that fans had. Okay. And so when you upset, you look to the source. Okay, why did he bring this guy here? So when I criticize the front office, I'm criticizing off the moves that's made, off the results we getting. Like I'll criticize getting rid of JC and not getting nothing. I can criticize him again about JC. You should have got rid of him when he had a higher trade value. So I can criticize the Murray deal because that already came out. That said Travis didn't want to do, said don't give up that much for it. That's facts, right? I don't base my arguments on the front office. When I talk about the front, I don't base it off no rumor, right? Because, and then you could put 2 and 2 together. We sit here like the Murray trade. We sit right here every day and people come up here, you included, me included, everybody. Man, why did we get 2 point guards? Woo, 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 woo. Man, you know what? We should have got Derek White. Woo, 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 woo. So now I'm looking at the front office. Why the front office? What was your vision behind that? Because I expect the front office to be smart enough to know you got to do your due diligence before you make a trade like that for a non-all NBA player. If it's an all NBA player, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
But what Murray was only a one-time All-Star, and it was that year. And
it was the injury replacement as well.
So I mean, for you to give up what you gave up, I question that. And I'm questioning, that's facts. I can question because I know for a fact this is what we gave up to get this guy. And ain't nobody on this chat on Hawks Twitter that's gonna sit here right now and say that was an awesome trade. Right? So I don't argue. I don't argue. No, not argue. I don't put blame on the front office off of speculation stuff. I put blame on the front office on concrete facts and evidence. We stink. That's a fact. Quinn Snyder, only reason I get on Quinn is because people told me last year the problem was the head coach. I didn't hear no one complain about I didn't hear nobody complain about the players. I didn't hear nobody say Nate sucks because of the personnel. I didn't hear nobody say that. What I heard was Nate offense stink. Nate blah blah blah. Nate can't.
Well, that's true. Yeah, his offense just wasn't good.
You get rid of the coach, you get worse results. And now people shifting the blame because now you don't have Nate here no more. You don't have JC to blame no more.
Yeah, there's
I put a post up, Mikey. I put a post up. It said at the beginning of the year, I said, "Oh, we look like DeAndre Hunter gonna be the fall guy this year." I put that at the beginning of the year because everybody getting on Hunter ass now. And the only reason they want on Murray because Murray started off hot. Now that he's cooled off,
and yeah, that's why when he was doing that, I was like, they're gonna turn on him. I saw it coming. Rightly so.
I remember you saying that. You said that on the show. I remember you saying that part.
Yeah. But and then everybody was just saying, "Oh, you just hate Murray. You just you just." It's.
I remember you saying that part. In my head, I was like, I hope Murray can keep this shit up.
Yeah, because he has to, because otherwise it's gonna look horrible.
Because let me tell you something. I didn't hear nobody complaining last year about Murray's point of attack defense.
No. No, people were. I don't know if they were coming on here, but they were. It was better last year though. It was better last year than this year so far.
So I mean, listen.
But there was but it wasn't all on Nate for sure. Like if you and I said this at the beginning of the year, then I gotta head out. But if you thought that this team would be a good defensive team just because they had Quinn Snyder here, that it's just I don't know what to tell you.
Somebody made a good point, Mikey.
Yeah.
They said last night I forgot who said it. They said go ask somebody. Need to go ask Rayford Young. Is Trae Young still happy? Because remember at the beginning of the season, they was like when Rayford Young was like, "I've never seen my son this happy. He's got
I remember he tweeted
players and the teammates and Coach Quinn. Woo 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 woo." Somebody said, "Hey, go see his Trae still happy."
I hope so. I hope so, because if we lose Trae, it's over. That's a full rebuild. You can't. Yeah, that's if the Hawks decide to trade Trae for whatever package they get, it's a rebuild. That's a full rebuild.
Well, it's gonna be a first rebuild for some of our younger fans. It's probably gonna be the how many rebuilds have we been on so far? I can't.
I don't know. You've seen more than I have. I've only seen what, 2, 3, if you count.
Let me tell you something. When you rebuild,
if they count those mid 2000 years,
when you rebuild them from scratch, these seasons be long seasons.
Hey, I remember we had Tyler Kavanaugh, Eddie Tavares playing big minutes for us. I remember that.
We should have kept Eddie Tavares. He went over there to Europe. He won EuroLeague champion.
EuroLeague champion.
Yep, he won it over there with Real Madrid. He pretty decent. But I know, Mike, you say you got to go, man.
Yeah,
appreciate you, Mike, for tapping in.
Yeah. I'll see y'all. I'm gonna try to tap it a bit more often. But like I said, right after the game, we have to record. But if I have time, I'm always gonna come out to open forum and chat with y'all.
All right, we appreciate that, Mikey. Stay up, man. Y'all support the homeboy Mikey, man. The podcast with the homeboy Tim.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll see y'all.
All right, family. I just want to come up here and chop it up with y'all real quick, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. As Foot say, in the words of Foot, this ain't it. From the front office on down, it ain't it. And it's not it. And like I said, I'm not buying no more Hawks related stuff until we get some change in this roster, change or something. I need something got to change. Something got to change. Something got to change. We just can't keep sitting here with the same mumbo jumbo nonsense, man. Mumbo jumbo nonsense. And we supposed to sit here and accept that shit and take that shit. Nah, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. My days, I'm going to say it and I mean it. My days of drinking the Kool-Aid, bro, is over. Until I got to see something. So I don't know what you got to do, Landry Fields. Get Siakam, Jesus, Michael Jordan. Go get the devil. Somebody. You need to do something. Besides just sitting here and we just waiting on Jalen Johnson. Nah. Even when Jalen come back, we still need more. We need more. You need to convince Tony Russ that he got to spend some money. We got to get some dogs. We got to get some race horses up in here. For real. We got to get some size, some length. Pause. Okay? I don't care who he go get. You got to get somebody. Okay? Santa Claus. Go get Rudolph. Go get goddamn, I don't know. Go get somebody. But this ain't it. In the words of the Utah Hawks TV legend, Foot. This ain't it. Yeah, there you go, Ash. Get Josh Smith. Go, hey, y'all in Atlanta, Mike? Ain't y'all in Atlanta? Go, where the hood niggas at? Go do an open trial. Go get some hood dudes from East Atlanta or something. Cause what you're doing now, it ain't it, bro. It ain't it. We ain't got no identity. Well, we do got an identity now. You know, we don't play defense. We make other teams look good. That's our identity. You feel me? So that's all I got, man. I'm gonna take my butt back to work. Continue to wish we had something. Wish we had something going. But it is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on your way up out of here. If you haven't hit that already, support the channel. You feel me? I'm going to go ahead and don't forget tomorrow, watch along. Watch along as we play the Raptors again. Hopefully we don't let them shoot 50% from the field and 50% from 3 and 60% from the field. So come tap in with us on that tomorrow. Then don't forget we got the post game live directly after that. Make sure you tell your homies about the channel. You know, we want to be the #1 Hawks YouTube fan channel out here. So tell your friends, tell your friend to tell a friend. Y'all come tap in with us over here, man. And as we continue to grow the channel, you feel me? Hopefully we can get a win. I can't believe I'm over here begging for a win. Whatever. All right, family. Salute to everybody who tapped in, man. And I appreciate you. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. It's your boy, Damon. And we are up out of here. Y'all stay up, man. Hawks up.
Safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel
my shit ice cold, Trae Young.